Hi everyone and welcome back to the WARNO Super League tournament. Today we are in round 2, which means a new map, and yes, it's the new Black Forest, which looks really huge now, considering it was all so focused around this area. And now it's kind of spread all the way out to the sides as well, and obviously you've got the point in the middle. It's a huge difference, the new look of the map. But I thought while they're setting up, we'd have a little look at this area. This is the new sawmill. Very German. If you've ever been to Germany, they have a lot of these forested areas still, and there's a lot near towns that you can sort of walk through, and you'll see just piles of logs where people have chopped certain trees down. They all have spray paint on them to designate who owns what tree. It's quite fascinating. We have forests and stuff in the UK and woodland and that, but none that I've ever lived near to see if it's the same. But certainly I've had that experience in Germany a couple of times that this is the case. It's a really nice facility as well. I mean, they did go to quite a bit of effort to put it all together. I like the fact there's a pond in the middle as well. But yeah, it's very nice. Sorry, I hope that's not too much zooming around for people, but you can skip ahead to the end of deployment. But today we're watching Tanner and Rasmussen. Tanner playing as the 2nd Panzers over on the left there in blue. Seeing those a couple of times in this tournament so far. Over on the right-hand side in red, we've got Rasmussen playing as the 35th. Interestingly, not seen a lot of them, but they were doing very well in previous tournaments, so I don't know if there's been a big change with them in Udino, and now they're just being avoided. But I remember them being very good. I believe Karma was quite a fan of that division, and I certainly played them quite a bit. I thought they were quite good because of the forward deployment and everything. But perhaps that has changed now. Obviously, we see lots of forward deployment stuff going down for Rasmussen there, but equally, we're seeing plenty of forward deployment stuff going down for Tanner as well. Both of these divisions having lots of that, though we do have plenty of normal stuff going down for Tanner as well at the back. Mostly forward deployment, however, for Rasmussen. I noticed that he's putting a lot just randomly in the fields here. I don't know if that's because they'll move faster across the fields, or if he's planning to move them onto the roads afterwards. I just noticed there's a hill here, and I can't remember if that was always the case, but they're two different levels, which is quite interesting. So obviously if we do that, you can't really see over the top of the hill. You get a little bit more viewing range the further away you get, but if you get up close, you can't really see over it until you get to the top. That's interesting. I don't remember that being there. Have they... Hang on. There's one there as well. I honestly don't remember there being hills there. Not that this map was played a lot. No hills from this side, though, or is there? Yes, there is. 1 hill, 2 hills. That's really interesting. Is that new? I genuinely don't remember there being hills here. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and have a proper look at this map yet. So this is quite interesting for me. Yeah, there's hills there. I'm sure they weren't there before. The hills are new. And this follows the pattern of the hill exactly. Good for whoever's defending it. Not so good for whoever's trying to attack it, I guess. Interesting, though. I was undecided about which side I wanted to look at the map from. I decided on this one. I'm purely going by the fact Alpha is down here. Because I think even if you spin it round and look the other way, it doesn't make too much difference. At least we're near Bravo, so we can sort of focus in on that, because I feel like that's going to be a hot point for this game. Rasmussen has moved all of his units there. So what I assume he was doing was probably giving them all waypoints while they were spread out, and then has moved them all onto the road. It's a sensible idea, because if you put them all on the road, all stacked up, it's very hard to click on the right one. I have had that experience myself when the game is started. So let's have a look where everybody's going. So lots of units coming over this way for Rasmussen. Unsurprisingly, trying to get into Bravo pretty early. Where are all these ones going? That's quite a spread, actually. Mostly defensive units with a couple of supply at the back. I think those just haven't been given a command yet. He will move those shortly. On the other side, Tanner. Decent spread of units, certainly going hard into Charlie. Quite a few heading into Bravo. Interestingly, I note that as far as Bravo goes, it's just these units at the moment, nothing else. Is there anything else coming from this side? I think there's slightly more coming in for Rasmussen there. And where are these guys going? Defensive in nature down here, and just some recon there, which kind of makes sense. Oh, they're going for the same buildings though. And Rasmussen will win that fight because he's got more. MiG-29 in at the back there. That explains where some of the points have gone for Rasmussen. Second Panzers, I think, have slightly more expensive units overall than the 35th. So I would expect to see more out for Rasmussen. Command is on the move. Where's it going next? All the way around here and then up to the center. Now, Tanner is here first. We'll be up against some Metis and some Metis there. The Jaeger are in a reasonable position here. Though I don't know if they're going to be able to see these. It's going to get a shot off at that. It's got the kill. These guys are out of their vehicle though. That'll be an interesting little fight. Curious who's going to win that one. Command rolling around the back there. We'll go to the center point next. Is that MiG going for a strafing run? It is. Oh. Very nice from Rasmussen. Very nice. Down here, FS Jaeger in a nasty spot. There's only 4 of them against a lot of infantry, so they are most certainly going to die. Defensive spread here and here for both players. That jet got taken down. What the heck killed that jet? C-25 cluster coming in there. I assume going for those infantry here. It's an odd choice because he has his own infantry in that building. I'm wondering if he's spinning them around, going for these ones. Artillery coming in on the Metis now. Good choice from Tanner. Really curious. Oh, he has a Jeopard there. That's what killed the jet that was going over. I did wonder how he killed the 29, but there's a Jeopard there. I couldn't see any missile units. Tanner calling in more infantry here now to reinforce. Unfortunately, his Jaeger in a bad way. He is trying to retreat them. Currently +3 to Rasmussen. He's getting a nice head start there. This Iltis is just chugging along at the back there. I mean, Rasmussen obviously called in 2 commands right at the start, so we'll have the advantage there. Another command is coming in now, though, to contest the center for Tanner. It's really interesting seeing Su-25s come in. I mean, for me, the Su-25 rocket was always the Tanner special from when the game first released into early access. He always used the Su-25 rocket. So it's interesting to see him not being the side that's using the Su-25s for a change. We're now at a sort of stalemate situation where both players need to build up forces. Lux here, obviously in defense. Couple of squads, obviously in defense. Nothing covering Echo at the moment. Good use of artillery from Tanner. He's got 2 in now. Been very effective there. Managed to kill infantry. Cluster coming in to go after the Zischerungs. I think he's racing that down to try and spot those for the Su-25. It's an interesting tactic. Su-25 coming in. Yeah, he's trying to spot. I'm surprised that hasn't been captured by those infantry, to be honest. I think that's really weird. And they're struggling to fire at it. It's very strange, this. Oh, of course, there's Zischerungs. They don't have a launcher. Loads of reinforcements coming in here for Rasmussen, though. Loads of reinforcements. He definitely wants to secure that point. This Iltis is going to come face to face with that and then be at risk of this cluster, though. It is running out of fuel. Here it comes with its guns. Instantly kills. I mean, It's amazing sometimes how easily they manage to kill helos and other jets and stuff as they're turning with one of those rockets. I wish I could do that in DCS, because it doesn't always work that easily. Rasmussen in a really aggressive playstyle at the moment, doing a really good job in the center here. That SU-25 is just dodging everything. Finally got hit. But it is out safely. MiG-29 coming in. Will be engaged by the Jeopard. And another Tornado coming in for it. That Tornado's turning around. Oh, and he gets the kill. They'll be pleased with that. Rasmussen not so much. Still, +1 currently to Rasmussen because he controls Bravo. This is very much stalemated. I don't think there'll be much movement here. And down here, I can't see much shift. As I said, I think the big fight is going to be over this point here. Everyone wants to fight there. It's the new location. A little bit of movement here, though. Rasmussen being a little bit pushy with a T-64. Napalm bomber coming in here. Oh, going after the Mi-2 rather than dropping its bombs. Interesting. He's now evacing, taking a lot of fire from that Screzet. Screzet has been marked, will probably take some artillery fire shortly. Going after the chopper now. Artillery currently going down on the T-64. Some damage to the Zischerungs. No long-range anti-tank at this side for Tanner. He is bringing in a couple of tanks now, though. Oh, artillery is so strong against everything at the moment. Gets the kill. Final shell lands, getting the kill. He'll be pleased with that. Again, Rasmussen not so much. Tanner's managing to get some decent kills here. And there we go. Bravo now in the possession of Tanner. So we switch to +1 for Tanner. Rasmussen still 498. Artillery piece in at the back there for Rasmussen now. T-64 pushing up here. I don't know why, but I feel quite tense at the moment. I just don't know how this is going to go here. Good use of artillery harassment from both players. Interestingly, Tanner didn't go for the kill on the Screzet there. He's left it. Going for the kills on the infantry instead. Artillery very, very strong at the moment. Very, very strong in this patch. Obviously, we've had a hotfix since this game was played. And we can expect some more hotfixes upcoming. Obviously, they've got some things still to add, like the snipers. Anti-tank jet coming in there. Flew straight over everything. I assume that was going to be going for the T-64 there. But it became invisible going into the tree line. Jeopard going after the rocket attack chopper. Where's it going? Not sure what that anti-tank jet is up to at the moment. I think it keeps losing its target. Screzet is dead. By the looks of it. Yeah, artillery did finally come down on it. Now, interestingly, Rasmussen once again, sort of on the back foot in the center. It sort of swung back to Tanner's favor. He's got a lot there. Quite a lot of harassment going on here. I don't know if that's a deliberate attempt to kill infantry or if he's trying to snipe a CV in the center there. Could be either. No movement at the bottom. Still mostly focused here. Lots of reinforcements once again coming in there. Plenty of reinforcements coming in for Tanner as well. The issue at the moment is Tanner is very much stuck in this back corner. And needs to get further in, where Rasmussen is managing to reinforce and get, well, secure the majority of the point. I'm surprised we haven't seen another command coming in here for Rasmussen. I'm surprised he hasn't moved the one out of Foxtrot. Because this back end, unless he's feeling it's not secure, there's nothing there. So he can easily hold that. But of course, there's nothing here to stop Tanner bringing something around the back, so it is a risk. Plenty of reinforcements coming in here. Some M40s. those recoilless rifles. Afghansky down here as well for Rasmussen. So he is just slowly bringing in bits and pieces of anti-air. SU-25 cluster coming in again. Heavens knows what it's going to go for. These Zisharungs still in a bad state in terms of their cohesion. So they're going to rout pretty easily. Curious to see what this SU-25 is going to go for. Peeling off before it gets in. Oh, look at all the tornadoes coming in. Is there an answer to that? Yes, there is. There is a MiG-29. Tornadoes get the kill. MiG-29 going after tornadoes. Tornadoes will... Are they going out or are they going to turn around? They're turning around for the kill. Oh! The MiG-29 is dead to the Jeopard in the center there. Jeopard must have had it in sight for a long time because he got off a lot of shots. At the moment, certainly looking like Tanner has the majority of forces in this point and a lot more coming in. There is a smattering of slow dribbles going in from Rasmussen, but it does seem like Tanner is putting a lot more. But again, he's back in that corner. He's not actually pushed through the point yet. And this rocket chopper, obviously doing a really good job at harassing, will absolutely melt infantry. And the Jeopard's doing alright against the chopper, but not amazing. Certainly the patch that came after this improved that significantly. There it goes. Should die, yeah. Oh, there are a couple of Jeopards there now. Okay. I thought there was only one. Maybe both of those were firing at that jet that came over as well. Spetsnaz really good against infantry. Jets in the air. Oh. MiG-27HE coming in. Oh, two Afghanskis there are going to make a mess of one of these jets. Maybe they're not. They seem to be struggling to target. And right now, Tanner has complete air superiority. Those Afghanskis really struggling to get shots off. I'd imagine we're going to see some artillery coming down on those very shortly. I'm not sure if Tanner's had to move his artillery at all. He's got a third piece in now. Still just the one in over here for Rasmussen. Rasmussen moving a few units up this way, I think, by the looks of it. Yeah, defensive posturing because he's noticed that this is on the move, not sure. Loads of use of that artillery for harassment by Tanner. It's certainly working out well. Equally, Rasmussen getting plenty of hits. I mean, I feel like Tanner's losing a lot of Zisharungs here. I'm not sure if he's losing many entire squads, though. I think he's managing to repair a lot of them. He did lose at least one squad to that chopper. I think those anti-tank jets are trying to get strafing runs on infantry, but aren't doing a very good job of it. I think because they're so fast, they're not sort of coming in at the right angle to do the damage. Slower jets seem better at strafing runs. Ooh. Rasmussen getting pushy up here. There is some defensive stuff there, but not much long-range defensive stuff. I do see reinforcements perhaps coming in this way. Most of it's going to the center, though. I wonder if this is going to be a push-out by Rasmussen here towards Delta. That could be interesting. Counter battery going up against Rasmussen, but Rasmussen is shifting stuff around. Marker down there. I assume that was originally on a Schrezet, but the Schrezet hasn't moved. Afghansky, one is dead. The other... Oh no, they're both not... They're both alive. One has just been moved earlier than the other. Tanner pushing out in this point now. Getting a bit better grasp on it. Counter battery fire coming in at the back there, but Tanner keeping stuff moving. Don't know why I'm calling it counter battery. It's more just attacks. Tanner was trying to counter battery the D30 there, but Rasmussen keeping it moving. Interested to see what happens up here. Recon chopper is being brought in. Will it spot any of this stuff is the question. Maybe. Artillery being used to good effect to just flatten buildings and infantry here. Certainly Tanner with an overwhelming force, but the command is in at the back. I mean, this technically could be an easy kill for Tanner if he keeps pushing. Not a lot is coming in there for Rasmussen. But obviously Tanner doesn't know this. We're seeing stuff he can't. There seems to be a refocusing of units up here for Rasmussen. Really curious to see what's going to happen. AT Jet going for the kill on that tank. Gets the kill. That's really interesting. You know, these F-104s, they drop their bombs from such a, or their anti-tank missiles from such a height as they come in. They don't need to, like, angle down or anything. Oh, command is dead. Tanner has got the kill. He kept pushing. We'll be pleased with that. And he's got a lot of stuff down here. I mean, he's put a lot of points into it. But he has now got this reasonably secure. It will be hard for Rasmussen to push back in there. So we might see a shift to Rasmussen pushing that top bit now. I imagine we're going to see that. He's bringing in a lot. He's got an infantry command coming. Yeah, he's got to be going to do a push at the top. Leo 101's coming in mostly towards the center right now. I think Tanner wants to do a push here. There's quite a lot of defensive units still here for Rasmussen, though. Plenty of artillery fire from Tanner. A little bit of artillery fire from Rasmussen. His command's still secure at the back there, but Tanner is whittling down those forces, and these reinforcements are coming in for deployment here. Rasmussen's still ahead. Tanner needs to keep the pressure on and could do with a +2 or a +3. I mean, the +1 is fine for now, let's be honest. Spetsnaz and Des and Nicky being brought in here for Rasmussen. We'll bump into these on the way. They're not in anything armoured. Rasmussen has immediately realised. Getting them off the road. So Tanner will know that he can expect some infantry incoming. Counter battery going in. Finally may have caught the D30 off guard. Good strike. Stunned. Will he get the kill? Still stunned. And there's the kill. I don't know if he'll know he got it. I mean, he can zoom in probably and see the wreckage, but good counter battery. Finally caught it out. Obviously, at this point in time, I imagine Rasmussen was busy being distracted by this going on. Quick kill on the Marder there. Rasmussen managing to maintain control here. Aggressively starting to move up here. Here's the push into Delta. This M40 will not cope with those long-range tanks. They are simply outranged and outmatched here. AT jets coming across here. There's the bombs going in, or the missiles going in. I guess they are missiles, right? I mean, they're dropping like bombs, but I think they are missiles. Yeah, AS-30 missiles. It's just the way they go in. AA jets coming in to take out the Mi-24. Afghansky getting hit. Oh, that was an attempted strafing run by the AT rather than being able to see that. Next one coming in for another go. No. Nope, nope, nope. Couple of Skrizettes there as well. It's decent anti-air. Mi-2 will go the journey, but these guys will take a bit of fire, so we'll need some time to repair after this. Quite a lot of units there. What response does Tanner have to that? Other than planes. These are pushing in to defend up there. Looks are coming in more towards the centre. Leopard's going in towards the centre. I mean, I think what's going to happen here is Tanner is just going to push aggressively to try and take the centre. Which is worth... How many points is this even worth? 1 point. It's only worth 1 point, and he's risking losing a 2 point at the back. I think he's hoping he can reinforce that before they get there. Little bit of aggression here from Rasmussen, but Tanner may be able to hold. He's moving a lot of his units towards the centre there. I'm a little bit worried about Bravo. Just looking at where Rasmussen is bringing these in, mostly towards the center. I mean, these metas will cause issues for all these tanks coming in. But there's only one squad, so they can certainly keep it pinned down. Napalm bomber here, but look at this. Rasmussen is pretty much in this point at the top. And that's a 2-pointer. I mean, Tanner will certainly be able to contest it. I assume he's got enough commands. Those act so weirdly, those missiles. Did miss. Got a little AoE damage from the blasts, though, in terms of cohesion. Good use of artillery here. Oh! Almost got a kill on the command without meaning to, and there it goes. Kill on the command. I don't know if that was actually intentional. I don't know if he knew it was there. He'll be pleased with that. Command now in there at the back. That is going to be plus nothing. Wait. Oh, it is plus 2. Hang on a minute. Oh. The back points are only worth 1. I see. I thought they were worth 2 as well. No, that wouldn't matter. For some reason I had in my head that this would neutralize things. 2 points, 2 points, 1 point. 5 points total. 3 points, yeah. Yeah. That's just me being crazy. I can do maths, honest. Rasmussen in a good position again here is pushing up those points. Command will come in here to neutralize that. Fascinating, these anti-tanks. I'm trying to decide what he's trying to hit with them. I don't know if that was aimed at the Igla or what. I mean, if you get a good hit, you might get it. Now, you see Tanner pivoted everything into the center and is now trying to pivot some stuff towards the top. In the meantime, Rasmussen is pushing back into Bravo. I mean, I think overall, map control is kind of Tanner's in that he's got a lot in the center and can move it around, but points coming in, Rasmussen is ahead. Command is coming down here to grab Echo because there's nothing in Echo. The Marder has checked. So that's going to be a quick nab. That will neutralize things and swing it in Tanner's favor. Especially when this command goes into this point. Currently just sat outside. There's not a lot in there. And Tanner is working on cutting off anything else coming in. Bit of tit for tat at the back there. Where's this guy going? He would have been going to the center. Yeah, he was going to Bravo. He may get shifted to come here instead. I'm not sure. Obviously, this is a more important point because it's worth 2. Currently, it's plus 4 to Tanner because he has the back point as well. Obviously, 2, 3, 4, and that's neutralized. So he's making up those points very quickly. Very, very quickly. I'm really curious to see which way this goes here because either player could win right now. And in some ways, I kind of feel like Tanner is going to win because it looks like he's got a better spread, but equally, he's not got a lot down here. It wouldn't take much for Rasmussen to take that back. And right now, it feels like, I don't know, does Rasmussen's got back in here? Does he have better units in here now? Probably. He's got Spetsnaz, which are going to melt any infantry. And there's not a lot in there. I mean, Tanner's got the Marder, Panzergrenadier Marders there. I don't know. Command back in there for Rasmussen. Command's about to be in here. I'm expecting something. Yeah, there's reinforcements coming in here now. 2 tanks, at least 1 tank is going in there. That command is right next to all these units, but it's just surviving. Do the Marders have? They do have anti-tank, but he just can't see them at the back there. It's being run away. I wonder if Tanner has any... I mean, he has the napalm bomber. I'm surprised we haven't seen an attempt at a napalm strike at the back here. Unless it died, I'm not sure. I'm just surprised we haven't had a snipe on that commander. Command back in here. Panzergrenadier Armada is being pushed back. Zisharungs will engage it, but he's not going to be able to kill it with those. Could use the artillery to kill it. Could also try bringing in the anti-tank jets again. Still +2. Tanner is now ahead in points. +3 again to Tanner, and this command just going in and out. I mean, Tanner has this, but again, this has gone back to Rasmussen. This is... That's all going towards the center. Couple of units. I mean, I don't know what's happening down here. There's nothing really protecting that. This is turning into quite a weird game. I really can't tell what's going on. 3 anti-tank jets coming in. Where are they going? This command being rolled around this way. These guys coming over here. That's against the Afghansky. Afghansky's dead. I mean, Tanner has complete control of the air, but I'm not seeing bombers. So I am assuming he doesn't have them in his deck. There was the napalm, but I don't know what happened to that one. There's the napalm bomber. I was going to say, I'm surprised I'm not seeing more bombers. Good movement here. Those Leo 1A1A1s coming up here. He should kill that command, I would imagine. The Conkers shouldn't be able to kill all of these Leopards. 2 Leopard 2A3s coming in as well. That's an expense. Good use of anti-tank taking out these things here. The MI2 obviously can probably see stuff. This napalm going straight over the Scrizette there. Going for the MI2. We'll get the kill. I don't think I've seen that napalm bomber drop its bombs this game. I am so desperately confused by that. It's going to be a real risk going back over the center as well from that Scrizette. This command should die, surely. Minor victory. Rasmussen surrendered. Okay. I honestly wasn't sure what quite was happening there. Surrender from Rasmussen. I mean, well played to both of you. I mean, to be fair, Tanner got a lot more kills. Okay, yeah, there's a huge difference there. Almost 3 times the... Oh, no, over 3 times the kills. But that was an epic game. Rasmussen did a fantastic job of pushing back in so many times. That felt really tense, but towards the end, Tanner did just seem to have the map control, especially in the middle. But then the other side, Rasmussen had got back into Bravo. I don't know. That was a really good game. But I'm still... Some of that game felt so bizarre, like the lack of bombers from Tanner. And that napalm bomber seemingly never dropping its bombs. It was a weird game. I really enjoyed that. But that was a weird game, guys. I mean, the artillery play from Tanner was amazing. And those anti-tank jets just seem to do so well. I'm so confused by them. The way the missiles fire off them is so strange. Conker's got a lot of kills in the middle, I assume. They were doing a good job. But yeah, well played, guys. That was a really good game. Considering the losses that was suffered by Rasmussen, you couldn't truly tell that that was the case. Sort of, yeah, late game maybe, but Rasmussen was doing a fantastic job at keeping things moving and being aggressive while seemingly on the back foot and kills the losses then. So really well played. That was a really unusual and very fun game. I hope we get more like that, because that really could have gone either way in my head. But really well played, guys. Really enjoyable game. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned on the channel. There will be more from the tournament coming up.